Oh dear. You call, please. Operator, I've been dialing Morville 40098 now for the last 3 quarters of an hour. And the line is always busy, but I don't see it could be busy that long. Will you try it for me, please? Murray Hill 4098. One moment, please. I don't see how it could be busy all the time. It's my husband's office. He's working late night, and I'm all alone here in the house. My health is very poor, and I've been feeling so nervous all day. Ringing Murray Hill 4098.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, George.
Yes, sir?
Hello? Who's this? What number am I calling, please?
We have heard from our client. He said the coast is clear for tonight.
Yes, sir?
Where are you now?
In a phone boat.
Okay. You know the address? At 11 o'clock, the private patrolman goes around to the bar on 2nd Avenue for a beer. Be sure that all the lights downstairs are out. There should be only one light visible from the street. At 11:15, a subway train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise in case the window is open and she should scream.
Oh! Hello? What number is this, please?
Okay, I understand.
Quick. As little blood as possible. Our client does not wish to make her suffer long.
A knife, okay, sir?
Yes, a knife will be okay. And remember, remove the ring and bracelet and the jewelry in the brewing drawer our client wishes it to look like simple robbery.
Okay, I get.
Oh! How awful! How unspeakable! Your call, please. Operator, I've been just been cut off. I'm sorry, madam. What number were you calling? Why? It was supposed to be Mario 40098, but it wasn't. Some wires must be have crossed. I was cut into a wrong number, and I've been just here the most dreadful thing. Morty? And operator? You simply have to retrace that call at once. I beg your pardon, madam. I don't quite... Oh, I know it was a wrong number, and I had no business listening, but these two men, they were called bluffed, friend, poor innocent woman, who was all alone in a house near an bridge. And we've got to stop them. We've got to. What number were you calling, madam? That doesn't matter. This was a wrong number, and you dialed it. And we've got to find out what it was immediately. But, madam... Oh, why are you so stupid? Look, it was obviously a case of some little slip of a finger. I told you to try more Hill 40098 for me. You dialed it, but your finger must have slipped. And I was connected with some other number. And I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. Now, I simply failed to see why you couldn't make that same mistake again. On purpose. Why you couldn't try to dial Morville 40098 in the same careless sort of way? Morville 40098? I will try to get it for you, madam. Thank you. I'm sorry. Morville 40098 is busy. Operator? Operator? Yes, madam? You didn't try to get that wrong number at all. I asked is explicitly. And all you did was dial correctly. I am sorry. What number were you calling? Can't you, for once, forget what number I was calling and do something specific? Now, I want to trace that all. It's my civic duty. It's your civic duty to trace that call. And so apprehend those dangerous killers. And if you want, I will connect you with the chief operator. Please?
Miss Curtis, will you pick up on 17, please? Somebody wanting a call traced. I can't make a head or tail of it.
This is the chief operator.
Chief operator, I want you to trace a call. A telephone call immediately. I don't want to know where it came from or who was making it. But it's absolutely necessary that it be tracked down because it was about a murder. Yes, a terrible, cold-blooded murder of a poor, innocent woman tonight at 11:15.
I see.
Can you trace it for me? Can you track down those men?
It depends, madam.
Depends on what?
It depends on whether the call is still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected, we can't.
Disconnected.
If the parties stop talking to each other.
Oh, but of course, they must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago, and they didn't sound like the type who would make a long call.
Well, I can try tracing it now. What is your name, madam?
Mrs. Stevenson? Mrs. Albert Stevenson? But listen.
And your telephone number?
Plaza 42295. But if you go on wasting all this time.
And what is your reason for wanting this call traced?
My reason? Well, for heaven's sake. Isn't it obvious? I overheard 2 men. They're killers. They're planning to murder this woman. It's a matter for the police.
Have you told the police?
No. How could I?
You're making this check into a private call purely as a private individual?
Yes, but meanwhile...
Well, Mrs. Stevenson, I seriously doubt whether we could make this check for you at this time just on your say so. As a private individual, we'd have to have something more official.
Oh, for the heaven's sake! You mean to tell that I can report a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Why? It's perfectly educated. All right, then I will call the police.
Ridiculous.
Your call, please. The police department, please.
Ringing the police department.
Police Department present. Portrait Duffy speaking.
Police department? Oh, this is Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Stevenson of 53 North Sutton, please. I'm calling to report a murder.
Eh?
I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet. I just overheard plans for it over the telephone. Over wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself. But everybody is so stupid. And I guess, in the end, you're the only people who could do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a perfectly definite murder. I heard their plans distinctly. Two men were talking and they were going to murder some woman at 11:15 tonight. She lived in a house near a bridge.
Yes, ma'am.
There was a private patrolman on the street. He was going to go around for a beer on 2nd Avenue. And here was some third man, a client who was paying to have their poor woman murdered. They were going to take her rings and bracelets and use a knife. Well, it's unnerved me dreadfully, and I'm not well.
I see. When was all this, ma'am?
About 8 minutes ago. Oh, then you can do something? You do understand.
And what is your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Stevenson? Mrs. Albert Stevenson.
And your address?
53 North Sutton, please. That's near a bridge. The Queensboro Bridge. You know, and we have a private patrolman on our street and 2nd Avenue.
And what was that number you were calling?
Moore 40098. But that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean Moore 40098 is my husband's office. He's working late tonight and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home. I'm an invalid, you know, and it's the maid's night off, and I hate to be alone. Even though he says I'm perfectly safe as long as I have to the telephone right beside my bed.
Well, we'll look into it, Miss Stevenson, and see if we can check it with the telephone company.
But the telephone company said they couldn't take the call if the parties had stopped talking. I've taken care of that.
Oh, yes!
Personally, I feel you ought to do something far more immediate and drastic than just check the call. What good does checking the call do if they stop talking? But the time you track it down, they already have committed the murder.
We'll take care of it, lady, don't worry.
I say the whole thing calls for a search, a complete and through outreach of the whole city. I'm very near a bridge, and I'm not far from 2nd Avenue. And I know I feel a whole lot better if you send a radio car to this neighborhood at once.
And what makes you think the murder's going to be committed in your neighborhood, ma'am?
Oh, I don't know. This coincidence is so horrible. 2nd Avenue, the Patrolman, the bridge.
2nd Avenue is a long street, ma'am. And do you happen to know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone? Not to mention Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens, and the Bronx. And how do you know there isn't some little house out on Staten Island on some little 2nd Avenue you've never heard about? How do you know they were even talking about New York at all?
But I heard the call on the New York dialing system.
How do you know it wasn't a long-distance call you overheard? Telephones are funny things. Look, lady, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you hadn't broken on the telephone call. Supposing you got your husband the way you always do. Would this murder have made any difference to you then?
I suppose not, but it's so inhuman, so cold-blooded.
A lot of murders are committed in the city every day, ma'am. If we could do something to